Summer evening in Montgomery County, Ohio, 46-year-old James Collins took off in a white GMC Sierra with no license plate, kicking off a reckless pursuit with 3 passengers and a state patrol helicopter overhead. And the real twist? His best friend was casually enjoying the high-speed chase while riding in the truck bed. That's the last place I'd want to be if I ever ended up in one of these chases.
Bald or really short hair, one of the two. Completely bald, brazier, they just lost the tire.
Hey, it looks like the male is messing with the ratchet strap trying to get on that stuff and back out.
Yep, he's trying to dump boards. Use caution, guys. He's trying to dump boards on you.
Boards are in the river.
More boards. Use caution. Use caution.
Careful, Brad. It's coming.
More boards. Watch out, guys.
He's on the wrong side.
Yep, wrong direction to travel. And he's up next to the wall here into opposing traffic, guys.
Collins took a deadly turn onto I-75, driving south in the northbound lanes. He weaved through oncoming traffic, turning the chase into a head-on disaster waiting to happen.
Ed Moses.
Gully to cruise, I'm going to try to get down to 49 and block off the northbound traffic for you.
Multi-car crash. Multi-car crash. The white male's out on foot. Just south of the 51. Start firing EMS. We're going to need at least 3 to 5 medics probably. We got multiple people running eastbound off the freeway. They're jumping down the onto the on-ramp here off of Sandridge, it looks like.
All 4 men, including Collins, were caught and arrested after trying to run. He and 49-year-old Thomas Downey now face felony charges like vehicular assault and fleeing. If convicted, Collins could spend over 8 years behind bars. In Grandview, Missouri, police tried to pull over an SUV near Highway 150 and East Outer Road for a simple traffic violation. But instead of stopping, the driver stomped the gas and fled onto I-49, setting off a pursuit. The chase ended violently. The driver lost control near the interchange, and the SUV rolled multiple times across the roadway before landing wrecked. The crash was so severe it threw the driver clear from the vehicle. Dash cam showed the officer racing toward the wrecked SUV, scanning the crash site for the driver. He was soon found in a nearby ditch, badly injured and struggling to breathe. The officer, joined by a nurse and her husband who had witnessed the crash, fought to keep him alive until paramedics arrived and rushed him to the hospital. Despite all efforts, the suspect died from his injuries a few days later. The story started when 20-year-old Yareni Rios was reported waving a gun out her truck window while driving down County Road 38. Officer Pablo Vasquez spotted her truck and pulled her over. Backup arrived, and the officers parked their squad car right behind her on train tracks. But none of the officers noticed where their car was parked. They focused only on the truck, setting the stage for what was about to happen.
I'm right behind you, Vasquez. I'm going to your passenger side. Good? Keep your hands above your head.
Don't move.
What's going on? What's going on? Ma'am, what's going on?
I'll tell you in a second. Take a seat.
I'm so confused. Can I get
Take a
my
seat.
cell phone?
I will get your cell phone for you. Take a seat.
I got your right shoulder.
While the officers inspected the truck, a train whistle echoed in the distance. At first it was faint, but it grew louder and louder. The train was coming fast, heading straight for the parked police SUV where the suspect sat inside.
She could have tossed something, but I literally...
Tossed it out the window?
She could have, out that window, but... Who is that, Hart?
No, that's, Tomachek. Oh, oh my God. Oh my God.
Move your car! Stay back!
Patrol car was just hit by a train. Dispatch, Center 346, did us medical emergent. The suspect was in the vehicle that was hit by the train.
The crash was violent. The police car was thrown hundreds of feet, twisted and mangled. Ureni, trapped in the back seat, somehow survived, but suffered a serious brain injury. Paramedics rushed her to the hospital as the officers scrambled to make sense of what had just happened. Months later, Ureni took legal action, suing the cities of Platteville and Fort Lupton. She argued that parking a squad car on active train tracks was beyond careless. The court agreed, and she got $8 million. It all started on April 2nd, when Charles Carswell, a robbery suspect from Arizona, fled during a traffic stop on Interstate 40 in Oklahoma City.
Africa City's taking the exit for the Kilpatrick. I'll let you know where he goes.
I don't know if 51's okay. Exit Kilpatrick.
Yes, sir, everybody. It's gonna be eastbound city of Kilpatrick.
Eastbound Kilpatrick.
During the pursuit, Charles Carswell fired multiple rounds at troopers, hitting Trooper C. Smith's patrol car several times. But even with bullets slamming into his vehicle, Smith never backed down. He stayed locked in and pushed forward, determined to end the chase before anyone got hurt.
Clear on passing 77.
Madam, 455 city.
Adam 430.
We have workers schedule.
Adam 435 currently have a first aid going on.
Actually, City City has successful TBI. Just that line.
After failed P.I.T. attempts, Trooper C. Smith had no other choice. He grabbed his rifle from the passenger seat and fired several shots while chasing the suspect at 130 miles per hour.
Yeah, so we have cities that go members here.
Yep. Clear 13 eastbound 173 by 135.
Yeah, we're about 7 miles from now. He's still running all down the hill correctly. He's prepared.
Clear on those vehicles off the roadway.
City, we have a traffic and stop at the 155. Not past the 155.
Clear on traffic stop at the 155. 155 traffic is stop.
Trooper C. Smith made the final move. He pulled off a successful PT at high speed, sending Carswell crashing into a South Bend patrol car. The Kia was wrecked, but Carswell wasn't done. He jumped out, gun in hand, and ran toward the woods, setting off the final chaotic moments of the standoff. Trooper Smith thought the cop had been hit and let off 7 rounds. Even after getting hit, Carswell tried one last time to grab his AK, so officers ended it right there. That was his final move. Traffic on I-55 southbound near the bridge was backed up. A red Pontiac Grand Prix suddenly flew past troopers on the shoulder, doing 50 in stopped traffic. When the blue lights came on, it pulled over. But what started as a traffic stop would turn deadly within minutes.
Trooper Robert State Police, I stopped you for passing on the shoulder, my man. You got your driver's license?
I don't have a license. I was taking her to the hospital. She got the bullet too good and wounded. That's why I jumped over.
The driver, 26-year-old Eric Winfert from Illinois, said he was rushing his sick friend to the hospital. He didn't have a license. The passenger, a woman with no ID, said the same, but the smell of weed coming from the car said otherwise. The woman first claimed there might be a gun in the car. Then, without warning, she jumped into the driver's seat, threw it in drive, and took off, leaving Winfert and the troopers behind.
Put him in custody. Four City, where's the pursuit? Female jumped in the car on me and took off. We're almost to the bridge. Fortunately, she stopped in traffic. She may have wrecked. She did. She wrecked out, Fortunately. It's normally 1016.
The Pontiac had slammed into a box truck and was torn in half. The driver, later identified as 25-year-old Brittany Johns, was found inside, partially ejected, with her head resting where the back seats used to be. Brittany Johns died from her injuries. After the crash, troopers found a .22 revolver on the backseat floor. She also had a warrant out of Illinois. This is one of the wildest motorcycle chases you'll ever see. It had everything: high speeds, red light runs, a violent crash, and even flames. It started just after 1 a.m. when Trooper Killian spotted a black sport bike with no tag on Asher Avenue. The rider, later identified as Christopher Gaylor, refused to stop. He gunned it to around 100 miles per hour, and chase was on.
630 East. We're just now getting 630 East.
Gaylor hit 120 miles per hour, weaving through all 3 lanes. At those speeds, one wrong move could have ended it all right there.
10-4, 30 East, coming up to the south interchange, past the Broadway right now. Coming up on Highway 176. He's driving in the oncoming lanes, back on the eastbound side. We're westbound, coming up on Allen Street.
Westbound, Allen.
10-4, Allen and Chandler. We're taking Chandler Street right now.
Gaylor turned onto Chandler Street and tried to cut through a narrow, grassy path between two homes. He lost control and wrecked the bike. But that's when the real madness started.
He's on fire! He's on fire!
Gaylor took off on foot, but Trooper Duncan tased him. He dropped, stood back up, and got hit again. That second hit triggered an explosion. Gaylor was instantly engulfed in flames. Turns out he had a jug of gasoline in his backpack the whole time. After the flames were put out, Gaylor was taken to jail. But his story didn't end there. Almost a year later, on October 9th, 2023, he was involved in another crash, this time in a car. He ran a stop sign at Asher and Maple and hit another vehicle and died. Thursday evening in Chicago, police got a call about a man with a gun, someone already wanted for aggravated battery. That suspect was 50-year-old Joseph Navarro, and within minutes, officers had eyes on him. Navarro's run didn't last long. As he sped through Hammond, he lost control and crashed near Dearborn and Gosselin Street. Officers pulled up within moments, thinking the chase was over. It wasn't.
10-4.
Available Sergeant of 4.
433, he just wrecked on Dearborn.
As officers approached the wreck, Navarro opened fire. A shootout broke out right there at the crash scene. Officers returned fire and struck him multiple times before the gunfire stopped.
On Dearborn, I'll give him 433 location. 433 said he wrecked on Dearborn. He was last seen going down Brainerd.
433, 10-1, 10-1, shots fired! Let me see it! Let me see
433.
Navarro was taken to St. Catherine Hospital in critical condition, but doctors couldn't save him. He was pronounced dead. A short time later, police recovered a firearm at the scene. It all started in North Salt Lake when police got reports about two men drinking whiskey while driving a Ford F-250. By the time officers tried to pull them over, the driver had already made his choice, and somewhere nearby, a woman who had nothing to do with any of it was about to be caught in the middle.
are at 1200 West and about Ore Drive.
The truck blew through an intersection and crashed into another car, driven by 33-year-old Thai Hoang Vu, who had nothing to do with the chase. She passed away on the spot. The suspect didn't survive either. In just seconds, 2 lives were lost. Nashville police searched for Tadarius Hunt, 29, after he allegedly shot a rescue mission employee multiple times on May 11th. The victim had banned Hunt from the property earlier that day. The critically injured victim identified Hunt as the shooter. Police issued an attempted murder warrant warning Hunt was armed and dangerous.
Hey, let me see your hands.
Hunt was critically injured in the exchange of gunfire and later succumbed to his wounds at the hospital. Officer Lewis was treated for a leg injury and released. The original victim remained hospitalized in critical condition. Arkansas State Police has seen plenty of reckless suspects, but this guy was built different. It took 2 pits, multiple agencies, and a whole lot of patience to take down Dustin Kirkendall, a meth-fueled menace flying down I-40 at 100 miles per hour in a Chevy Blazer. Kirkendall was already in hot water. Deputies spotted him tossing suspected narcotics from the vehicle just before the chase.
66 football, 237. TV out.
Trooper got close and slammed his bumper into the Blazer's rear corner. The SUV spun out hard and smashed into the concrete wall, but before anyone could move in, Kirkendall threw it in gear again. Just 1 mile later, another trooper stepped up. He landed a second pit from the far right lane, spinning the Blazer all the way to the left shoulder. Another concrete kiss. Instead of surrendering, Kirkendall leaned halfway out the driver's window, threw up both middle fingers, and glared at the troopers like he was proud of the chaos. He was clearly enjoying the attention. Kirkendall was high on meth, drunk and reckless. Troopers found booze in the Blazer and recovered the drugs he tossed. Now he's facing a stack of felonies, and if convicted, he's got a solid shot at being the tough guy in prison for the next 20 years.